What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron IV. This is the Together for Victory DLC. We are playing as New Zealand, or the Kiwi Empire here. Last episode we had just sent our navy full of 12 ships here over to the eastern Indian Ocean, far eastern Indian Ocean here, because we had some enemy shipping in the area. And I wanted to get those ships over there to try to sink anything that we potentially could. And so it looks like they've actually made contact here with a UK fleet, and we're fighting against a heavy cruiser. So let's see how this little battle here shakes out. I've got 4 light cruisers and 8 destroyers that are going to come into the mix here, and hopefully it does look like they just ran from us there. There they go, far eastern Indian Ocean. So we now show complete superiority there. We also gained some new resistance to occupation down here in the southern area of the Dutch East Indies that we just finished sort of taking out. And then this guy is going to move down this little island chain here and take those remaining provinces. So looking pretty good there as well. So meanwhile, we're missing 3 aluminum. And we've got 16 or so civilian factories working on our construction projects. I'm only missing that 4 aluminum. That is affecting the Naval Bomber 3 Mk1 Barracuda production here. We're also working on, wow, a ton of research, right? We've got the Spitfires coming out. I've got sub-level 2s that are going to be ready here in 8 days or so. And so when we finish constructing some of these new dockyards here, we are going to use them to open up a submarine production line, is what I'm thinking. Convoys now are producing out 2 of those per week, and so some of my trade was being affected previously by convoys being shot down and such there in the Atlantic, so we're just going to have to keep producing those out in order to get to the appropriate steel that we need. And I just noticed this, the US trying an invasion here in French Polynesia. Okay, we know too little about the area, but there are 18 to 19 enemy ships out there. Same for West Polynesia. The Coral Sea now is clear, as well as Tasman Sea, Solomon Sea. Okay, just sort of looking around here a little bit because we need to find a new area to hunt down some enemy ships. Looks like the East Indian Ocean, there was 1 T-class level 2 subs are done. So let's go ahead and plug this right back into the level 3 and 164 days there. It is March of 1944, so lots going on right now. We can do a review of the overall war here coming up. Let's see, those will be good. We've actually got to bump those up to level 4s here coming up, which I already have my destroyers and light cruisers done. Okay, so 11 of my ships now. We did lose we lost a destroyer 3 in this, but we did sink 4 enemy destroyers and 1 heavy cruiser level 2 there in that area, so that's good. With some naval, air bombing coverage. Okay, time to modify the government now. Okay, I'm going to go with the Naval Chief of Navy here, Decisive Battle, Naval Maneuver, or Naval Aviation. Okay, those are naval air targeting from carriers, so I'm not really engaging in that right now, but let's go for a Decisive Battle there. I think that helps us out the most. Even though I don't have any capital ships, it did give me a plus 10% on screen attack and screen defense. So we were talking about potentially invading over here in Singapore next. Siam has joined the Allies. Yes, they have. But really, with Japan getting involved here against the Soviets, I mean, that really, really hurts things for us. You can see the Germans continuing to drive towards Moscow here, trying to poke through. And it is March, so things will be getting warmer on the front there for them. Landing craft research is now finished. Nice. So that did help out here within the naval invasion capacity and such. It is 1944 already, so if we went up here now, evasion defense plus 50%, Naval invasion capacity plus 100, so... Still working down towards the extra manpower modifiers down here. Good on artillery for the time being. I don't think... I would love to produce out some tanks. Eventually. Next year we got to upgrade that support stuff. Let's go ahead and get the anti-tank rifle going for my infantry. Dispersed industry is working there for us as well. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause it now. No divisions in training. Yes, I'm trying to recharge my manpower here a little bit. Working on also upgrading the infantry equipment level 3s there across the board, which will be nice. Producing out 5 destroyers per year and then 2 light cruisers per year as well. So my Navy did lose that 1 ship, so we're down to a size of 11 in the fleet there, but they're doing a great job in terms of keeping this naval superiority going for me. There's still an enemy ship present. If we can find that heavy cruiser from the British, we should be able to sink it. Still a little scary over here, though, with enemy ships being present here across the board in Polynesia. 5 there. Central Pacific, not really seeing anything. Pacific Ridgeline, though, looking good. The Japanese have superiority covered in this whole area here, including the Bismarck Sea. They don't really have a ton of shipping there, though. Only 1. Okay. So if we look at the production again here, getting close on my next new levels of ships. We have 1 dockyard available, so... I'm not quite ready to plug into the sub-production yet. It is another 140 days or so until we get that level 3, and I do want to get the V-Class level 4 up and going too as soon as possible. Do have a military factory available now. Great War Tank. We could save that for new tank production, I guess. Because I already have a ton of factories there working on the naval bombers. We were working on fighters as well, with the Supermarine Spitfire coming out. The Spiteful will be coming next, but those Spitfires are really awesome. Now it's time to actually load up with another round of dockyards here. So we'll go like this. About to open up the next slot for building as well, because we do have the Dispersed Industry 5 on the way. Okay, yeah, getting some convoy problems there up in the Mediterranean and Atlantic, of course. What do we have over here? Got some British shipping going up against some Persian convoy stuff, Iranian convoy stuff. And you can see the British now pushing hard there against Iran, who is not aligned, but part of the Axis now. So fighters and subs are going to be our next production lines. Do I have any way to build up? Currently I'm using all of these slots for naval dockyards, but let's build up 1 more military factory like that and get that in the queue. Currently at total mobilization, so that's good to see. Service by requirement as well. Sitting at 114k now in manpower. Oh, quite a few extra military factories actually in the mix. So we'll wait. We may be able to split that up between tank and air production, actually. But I've still got like 2 months left until my next tech is ready. So, and we've got a ways to go here on the tank research as well. I like the idea of going down the medium tank tree, I think. The Bob Semple, the Crusaders and such. I mean, we're already so far behind, though. The Comet is really the current standard there. The Black Prince is better than the Churchill there, of course. Okay. So 56 days now left there. The Germans continuing to try to pull me into the war against the Soviets, which I'm not going to do because I'm currently buying resources from them. Japan holding on for dear life over here in this pocket, being really smashed by 3 different sides there. They do at least have some good divisions held up here on the mainland, which makes me feel a little bit better. How are our convoys looking now? I only have a small stockpile of 7 there. Production-wise, though, we're at 2 per week there, so we got to keep an eye on that. Let's double-check on our overall casualties. 22K in the war so far. What's happening here now? Looks like we have a bunch of Iranian divisions moving down this way. Are they trying for a naval invasion, potentially? This guy I'm actually going to remove from this group, because this guy now, I don't know what sort of naval invasion plan you've got on the books right now, but let's set up a new one. So going from here to Singapore here. So they're going to start preparing for that. We're going to need to move the fleet up here to provide the appropriate convoy escort. So if I go back up this way now, yeah, we're showing still at those 11 ships there. Okay. So turn you off and then turn you to convoy escort. Straits of Malacca there. It's going to be your job. Meanwhile, I've got the new destroyer hanging out over here. I can't wait to really beef up and start going on this fleet of subs that'll be coming out eventually. Got the naval production sort of thing going here. Submarine production cost minus 20%. So this one here is taking up 1 political power, is that right? Political power change plus 0.75 gain focus. Yeah, okay. So that one there is going to sit there and continue giving us that naval production bonus, at least for the subs. Now showing as May 1944. And then back up here, the Japanese continuing to try to hold. And then, yeah, you've got things really popping off again here on the Eastern Front, showing a lot of green. A lot of strong green, actually, as they continue to try to drive there towards Moscow. The good news, too, is the Allies have not been able to perform a successful invasion here on the Western Front. And then you do have nationalist Spain actually doing something this campaign. And I think a lot of their divisions probably over here on the Eastern Front, trying to help out the Germans. Let me see. Do I see any? I see 1 Spanish unit there. Couple different Spanish units. The Ottomans now, or Turkey, trying to drive up here this way, protect themselves from the Soviets on this front as well. Yikes, they are very weak here on that northern border. And then they've got 7 divisions down here they're not doing anything with, which they should spread across this line to try to prevent the British Raj from moving in on them, continuing to move in on them. Afghanistan getting wrecked, as they are part of the Axis as well. Alright, how are we looking back over this way now? Pretty good. Singapore is potentially ready for taking. So the division's still preparing. Let's go ahead and send them off. 3 Kiwi divisions here at full strength. Let's see if they can't make something happen here in Singapore with just those 3 divisions. I'm scared I may open up Pandora's box, though, and getting up a little bit further this way. We'll see. Alright, looks like they're moving in on Singapore here. I don't see any current battle going on. They're making the turn now. They had to go, like, up and around, I guess. Here they come in now. No enemy shipping present right now. Aha, Singapore has been taken without a struggle, so that's good. Let's go ahead and start spreading out our forces this way. You're going to go to this territory here. Very nice. If we can get up to this little choke point here and hold the line, I think that would look really good for us. However, are there any enemy bombing units or anything over here? No. So that's nice to see. 80 days left now on the new sub. Aha, we finally now see an enemy fleet showing up. This looks like an old Australian fleet to me. I don't know what they're doing really right there, because the naval intelligence report is telling me that there is no navy sitting over here. 9 ships now. It is considered British Malaya. 2 light cruisers, 7 destroyers. Interesting. Interestingly enough, too, now it's Turkey shipping units down this way. In the South China Sea, there's only 1 enemy unit. So continuing to make sure that our naval stuff is looking pretty good over this way as well. Looking good. Okay. Let's try to go after Kuala Lumpur next there and take that dockyard away from the enemy. And we'll move up this way as well and take Kota Baru. Oh shit, we've got some resistance now. We've actually found an enemy unit here, so we're gonna bring him in as well. Pax Americana is finished up. I'm actually gonna bring this guy in from the side now. We're gonna redirect him in the invasion of Kuala Lumpur there. They're trying to bring in some additional forces, it looks like, and help out there. He's got some pretty low org there going. Alright, let's bring him in though. It's gonna show us a green 83, 84 now. There. 4 new dockyards ready and chomping at the bit there for us. Okay, awesome. We did get that. So they're going to continue to retreat northwards here. So this guy, Spitfire's done. Bring you up the coastline like this. The next guy will bring you in parallel up like this. And then this guy, we're going to bring you up like this to Kota Baru. We do need to pick out 2 new researches now. So excellent. We've improved on the decryption side of things. Looking good industrially. The new radar might be nice to have. Slowly working on infantry stuff. We could, something we did want to do was get the Spiteful there at 1944. Which is going to be a nice fighter force until jet fighters come out. Still working on the new subs. Air doctrine, naval doctrines might be nice, right? Carrier organization, battleship organization, blah blah blah. Submarine organization and such. We're going to need that if we want our sub fleets to actually be worth a damn. Alright, I'm pausing here again. And these guys are now moving a little bit further into position. They're going to take a little bit of attrition there. 60%? Jesus. Well, the Straits of Malacca there still... I tell you what. Let's take the fleet now. And I'm going to tell you to stop supporting convoys, but now just go straight up, search and destroy here to see if we can't get rid of this enemy fleet of 9 ships. And I do have, let's see, 122 naval bombers ready to go there as well. I've got 317 of those in the stockpile overall. Alright, nice. Continuing to cap out this territory now. And we're moving a little bit further. He's going to try to take this city. It's only worth 1 victory point, but that's okay. You'll move forward like this. Keep going up like this now. Okay, that city has now been taken. You, sir, are going to roll down like this and just mop that up really quickly. Aha, here's the battle that we've been waiting for. We've sunk 5 enemy destroyers now. We have lost 1 enemy destroyer. I've got 24 naval bombers in support of the attack. 6 destroyers of theirs down the hatch now. Yes, there goes one of their light cruisers. Nice. 2 light cruisers and 7 enemy destroyers taken out. Plus, we need to try to sink these Netherlands convoys that we're seeing here. Looks like they're about to finish that up. Hopefully, there goes 1, 2, and give me another. Give me one more. 3. Perfect. Nice. That was a really, really great battle for us. British Malaya has capitulated. So where are they? Right here. Are they an actual state? They're actually an independent country right now. They were released, it looks like, by the Commonwealth. Okay. Well then, let's take this guy now and take HOI here. Taking more cities where we can. This guy's coming up behind him, so I'm going to send him like this just to mop that up. And like we said, much further north than this, but I guess we can keep going technically towards Bangkok. We may run into some heavy resistance there. Does look like we've lost another destroyer there somehow. Dispersed industry is done. Nice. Okay. So with the new new fighter coming out, as well as the new subs working, it may be time to actually take a look at heading down the tree here for tanks. So we'll do that. Alright, perfect. Anti-tank rifle done now here as well. So with 1943, let's get the night vision going for my infantry units. And we just want to make sure they're not experiencing any attrition. Okay, very good. So they've made it. This guy does need to recharge a little bit. So they can sort of hold the line there for now, it looks like. Sunk an additional 5 enemy ships there. How's the fleet doing now? Well, let's go ahead and actually send them back home, because I want to combine them with these new ships that we've got waiting for us. 1 light cruiser and 2 destroyers that we can refill. So they're going to come back home. We're going to combine them. That'll be good. Still showing an enemy British unit there, sort of suffering attrition. Just chilling there. Oh, Turkey has provided a division to sit on my island over there, which will only help with resistance, which I love. Love to see that. Double check the naval superiority now, and yeah, we're still looking pretty good. Cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.